Coming up on today's Liberty, the latest major order is racking up some huge numbers. An SES Super Stream announcement, a moment of valor showing a Helldiver's ultimate sacrifice, and know thy enemy, predict enemy movements in Super Earth Art of War.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat, Helldivers to Hellpods.
The Galactic War surges on, Helldivers. We are now down to just 7 days to complete the current major order. High Command has issued a critical directive. The enemy is massing across multiple fronts, and it's up to us to halt their advance before they breach key systems. Collapse the Illuminate advance by eliminating 1 billion Illuminate forces. These elusive enemies are entrenched across multiple sectors, and every Helldiver counts in cutting down their numbers. Precision strikes on supply lines and fortified positions will be crucial. Dismantle and neutralize 1.5 billion automatons to halt their mechanical advance. Focus on factories and development hubs. These metallic foes regenerate quickly if left unchecked. And stop the Terminid onslaught by killing 6 billion Terminids before they overrun key sectors. Their swarms are relentless, so coordinated assaults and heavy firepower are mandatory. Currently, Warfront reports indicate heavy fighting across contested planets, with some sectors showing progress and others requiring urgent reinforcement. Coordinated squads and efficient use of orbital strikes are proving decisive. Time is ticking, troops. Every mission, every Helldiver, every shot matters. Victory in this major order will significantly tip the Galactic War in our favor, but failure is not an option. Gear up, plan strategically, and execute with precision.
Wow, that's a lot of zeros. I can barely wrap my head around 6 billion Terminids. I feel like they're multiplying faster than our coffee supply.
You're not wrong, but don't worry. The Helldivers are faster and slightly more caffeinated.
I hope so. The last thing we need is Illuminate drones sipping your morning espresso while taking over the colony.
Well, at least if that happens, they'll be jittery enough for us to pick them off one by one.
Good point. 1 week to save the galaxy? No pressure, right?
Exactly. Lock and load, Helldivers. Let's show the galaxy why we never back down.
Helldivers. The flames of nostalgia just burned a little brighter on the front lines. Over on SuperEdit, a post titled Pilestedt confirms Killzone Warbond rework has sent the community into full celebratory salute. The post came from Helldiver Crimsy, who shared a screenshot from Super Twitter. In it, Crimsy, ever the Patriot, thanked High Command for their meticulous work on the Halo ODST Legendary Warbond, praising its attention to detail, Easter eggs, and loving crossover energy. Crimsy then added, "Although unlikely, I hope y'all are able to do the Killzone fans justice with a proper rerun or rework Warbond like this one." Enter Pilestedt, former president of Super Earth, who dropped the payload reply. "We are going to reprise it, so everyone will have a chance to get the content. Some technical hurdles to jump through on how to reimburse players that have some of the content. Naturally, the replies are overwhelmingly positive, with Helldivers eager, but also curious, about how exactly this reissue will play out. And really, who can blame them? Killzone is a beloved franchise, and for those who missed out the first time, this is a golden chance to gear up in true Hellgast fashion. Democracy may march forward, but it never forgets its heroes."
It's pretty ironic how the Hellgast just wanted to be left alone, but we're the bad guys in Killzone.
That's a tough one, Interloper. I mean, they're not exactly the friendliest bunch.
Either way, their armor and weapons go super hard.
Hard to argue with you on that point, Helldiver.
Attention, Helldivers! History is about to be made. For the first time ever, Super Earth Salute will be hosting a super stream, a full 12 hours of patriotic gameplay, camaraderie, and unrelenting democracy. The festivities will coincide with the arrival of the long-awaited Halo ODST Legendary Warbond, and, of course, the glorious debut of our new Xbox divers. The stream will now run from 9 AM to 9 PM EST. Across these 12 hours, we'll showcase the full might of the ODST Warbond, responding to SOS beacons to aid fresh recruits in need, and lending our firepower to the current major order. Consider it both a celebration and a service to Super Earth. So join us between your own dives and take part in this monumental occasion. And who knows, if you deploy your SOS beacons, we might just fight alongside you on this most momentous day. This is only the beginning, Helldivers. If this super stream succeeds, more will surely follow. For freedom, for justice, for managed democracy, and for reach. On that note, let's turn our attention to today's Galactic Weather Report. How are we looking, Spizzo? Ready for those new recruits?
Good day, Helldivers! Time for your galactic forecast, because even freedom fighters need to know when to pack an umbrella or a flamethrower. First up, Fenmire. Expect heavy rainstorms with visibility so low you'll be firing at shadows and probably hitting your squad mates. Don't worry though, friendly fire builds character and hospital bills. Oh, and the automatons love the rain. Apparently rust isn't a problem when you're fueled by oppression. Meanwhile, over on Ursica 11, conditions are, well, there aren't any. Just a lush, glowing jungle crawling with terminids. Think of it as a tropical vacation. If your travel agent was a sadist and the all-inclusive is the constant screaming, skittering, and the uncomfortable realization that you're way too squishy to be in their food chain. And finally, Effluvia. Tremors are shaking the canyons while the Illuminate try to shake your sanity. So, if you find the ground splitting under your boots, don't panic. It's just the planet itself trying to escape the fight. Sadly, there's no evac shuttles for tectonic plates. That's your weather forecast today, Helldivers. Stay alive out there. Or at least look heroic trying.
Rain, bugs, and earthquakes. Sounds like the perfect vacation, right?
Absolutely. If your idea of a vacation is running through mud while giant robots shoot at you and alien bugs try to eat your face.
I was hoping for a spa day, not a combat zone.
Sorry, Command cut the spa budget. Now it's just mud, blood, and a healthy dose of panic.
Well, at least the tremors on Effluvia give you a free massage. In a daring display of valor, Helldiver Chappie 1911 charged straight into a heavily fortified automaton outpost, carrying nothing but their wits and a portable Hellbomb backpack. Without hesitation, Chappie 1911 armed the Hellbomb as they breached the perimeter, knowing full well the enemy was closing in. Multiple automatons swarmed, attacking relentlessly, and in the chaos, Chappie 1911 was struck down. But their mission was far from over. Moments later, the Hellbomb detonated in a blinding explosion, vaporizing over 100 automatons and crippling the outpost in one decisive strike. Even in death, Chappie 1911 ensured the enemy paid dearly. The outpost may stand no more, but the legend of their courage echoes across the galaxy. Submit your own clips in the designated channel on the SES Discord for a chance to be featured in a future episode of The Liberty. The more chaotic, hilarious, democratic, or just plain hilarious, the better.
Today's featured Hell Art is nothing short of a patriotic masterpiece, submitted by proud Helldiver Hucklin, a stalwart of the official SES Super Discord. This digital triumph captures 4 Helldivers mid-celebration, standing tall as a squad while a towering factory strider looms menacingly in the background. Across the scene, the words blaze. Xbox reinforcements for democracy for Super Earth have arrived. And beneath it, the rallying cry, we dive into hell so that Super Earth can remain a paradise. Expertly rendered with vibrant strokes of green, pink, and yellow, the composition radiates life, energy, and unshakable devotion to our cause. In fact, the artistry is so convincing that many members of the SES Discord initially mistook it for official High Command propaganda art. A true testament to Hucklin's skill and passion. On Super Twitter at MaxRaceArts or AmeriCees. Trust us, you can't possibly miss them. And remember, you too can have your work featured here on The Liberty. Simply join the official SES Discord and submit your masterpiece to the fan art channel. And who knows, next time it could be your brushstrokes immortalized for democracy.
I actually can't believe that's not official art. Insane work.
Yeah, that's about as professional as it gets. Super impressive.
Unbelievable, right? Not if you're a Helldiver who loves democracy.
We conclude this democratic broadcast with the Super Earth Art of War. Helldivers, the highest victory is not to fight, but to already know where the enemy will be standing when your orbital laser arrives. To master war, one must not only track their prey across sand and soil, but learn to inhabit their minds. To anticipate their scuttling, crawling desires and intercept them before they intercept you. Consider the bug. It hungers, it swarms, it charges without thought. To the untrained Helldiver, it seems chaotic, but to the enlightened, predictable. The bug will always charge the loudest gun, always swarm the most obvious path, always forget to pack anti-air. Thus, the wise Helldiver becomes not just a soldier, but a puppeteer of fate. Place the mine where the bug will be, not where it is. Drop the eagle strike where it wants to go, not where it's currently wriggling. Yes, to truly win, you must crawl inside the mind of your foe, and then promptly fill it with democracy, preferably delivered at high velocity. Super Earth Art of War teaches, interception is domination, and anticipation is liberation. Study the enemy, and you will find they are not so alien after all, just exceptionally flammable. Helldivers, thank you for your undivided attention. We can scarcely contain ourselves. See you tomorrow for the super stream running from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. EST. Yep, a whole 12 hours of liberty and justice. Let's welcome our ODSTs, aka Helljumpers, with a patriotic bang. See you all then, Helldivers. Until next time, for Super Earth and democracy.